She has no manifesto. She has absolutely nothing.
Okay,
it's just
hold
mouth.
Hold on.
Number two,
Number
two.
We get your point. We get your point.
Now I'm getting my point. You allow me to get my
You
point.
are giving him too much time. Honestly. No wonder nobody wants to come here.
Number three, my friend.
I'm not your friend.
The lady has already said she's supporting Kidero up to the end of his term. You're a lady. You're 50. We are 52. You're a lady. You want me to call you what? A man? So she's a lady. She said she's supporting Kidero up to the end of his term.
How do you reassure the foreign investors?
No, you must give me a chance to speak. Unless you want to have this interview with yourself, then we can give you a chance to speak alone.
Okay.
Because you're...
I am going to say this to the country. Revolutions are made from blood.
Are you advocating for violence?
Yep. Let me finish.
No, I'm asking a question about something.
Let me finish my statement.
No, sir. I moderate debate.
Larry,
I have
am
a
I
right
going
to ask
to finish
you a question.
my final submission?
Because you said something that people might
Can
find.
I finish my statement,
Dr.
Larry?
Miguna, Dr. Miguna. No, sir. Dr. Miguna.
You see now, I keep quiet when everybody else is speaking.
I have had follow-ups for the senator, for the MP.
I'm going to finish my statement.
It's something you said.
You can't cut in between before I finish.
I think I can cut in because this is my show.
Then you can cut me off and
This is my show, sir. I will ask you a question because you said something which I don't want to disappear.
I'm not going to come back to your show because you are misbehaving.
Yeah, you will not come back to my show.
The word revolution is not violent.
You said revolutions do not happen without blood. So I'm asking, are you advocating for violence? It's a simple question.
Larry, I'm going to finish my submission.
You did not answer the question.
I'm not going to answer your question.
Then if you don't want to answer my questions, don't come on my show.
Larry, I'm not going to ask.
Dr. Miguna,
I am going to finish my submission.
If you do not want to answer my questions on my own show, don't come on my show.
Because you cut me in between.
We'll leave it there then.
Larry, I am not going to tolerate your misbehavior.
And I will not tolerate your inability. Then don't come back.
You're not a journalist.
Great. Yeah. We're going to leave it there.
My goodness.
Did you want to respond to...
You are blowing a hot air, just exposing your incapacity to understand issues. You are self-serving. It's all about you.
Cannot be. Wetangula will never be president of the Republic of Kenya. Take my word.
William Ruto
will not be president.
Why not?
Too dangerous.
For Kenya?
People are scared of William Ruto.
Why are they scared of him?
Everybody is scared of William
He's
Ruto.
a teetotaler.
No, a teetotaler. Did you listen to this interview that he did with Hussein Mohammed? The man is a demagogue. He went on and on and on and could not allow Hussein Mohammed to ask any single question. He even told Hussein Mohammed, you should be asking this question instead of what you have asked. Now, if he's doing that in his only deputy president, what would he do when he's president? The journalists will come in, they will be given already prepared questions, and he will be standing there with already prepared answers, and they will be asking the questions he's already prepared.
And if you ask a question that's not on the list?
Then you will go to detention. So I don't think that these are solutions. Baba is too compromised.
Come on, by what?
Look at who supports him. Joho, you know what Joho does for a living.
A governor.
You know what he does for a living. Everybody knows. No, everybody knows what he does for a living. Then Mwau, everybody knows. Then I mean, look at his people. Look at Shajad. I don't know who the people he gets money from. The man is completely compromised, and he's a coward, and he's disorganized, and he's indisciplined. He's too old. He's confused. He should retire and become the Luo Council of Elders chairman.
Mudavadi, my DVDs.
He's a friend of mine. I think he has a chance.
My advice to Cyril is stay at home. You are useless. You are going to be useless at G7. Just a year, you are going to embarrass us. What are you going to tell those people at G7 when you can't get your house in order here? When ministers are stealing and MECs, stealing PPEs that are aimed at saving life. We are in a mess. The black elite that benefits from corrupt white capital is all over defending this mess. We are in a mess. We are in a worse situation than we were during Zuma, by the way. We are worse than that time. And to pretend like we are in a better position, it's a self-defeating attitude. We must first acknowledge that under Cyril we are in a mess. And not just in a mess, we are controlled by the Klerk Foundation.
All right. And then question.
Okay. All right, folks. Did you actually go to university?
Yes, severally.
What was the name of your dissertation? Did you do a dissertation?
Yes, I did.
It was on what?
My friend, I've not done
It was
one.
on what?
I've done
Jeff,
several.
it was on what?
Hold on.
Hold on. He has not gone to school. Folks, I'm debating with people who are not at my level, and it is very unfortunate. Than the cartels. But yes, cartels are central to the problems of Nairobi. And the three colleagues of mine actually are part of the cartels that I want to deal with. I will tell you who the cartels are. The cartels are people who have made money through shady business deals. My friend Evans Kidero has made his billions through shady deals. There is no industry he has built, but he has become a billionaire having been an employee throughout his life because he has looted every institution he has joined. Mumias has collapsed, and Nairobi is not a going concern anymore, according to the Auditor General. My friend Sonko is looting every land in Nairobi. He has a criminal record from Mombasa, where he was jailed because of fraud, forgery, and drug dealing. Then he ran away from jail. So he's a cartel because he has a criminal record. And right now, he's grabbed many pieces of land and then stages a PR show, PR stunts, where he videotapes and pretends that he's come to rescue. My friend Peter Kenneth bankrupted Kenya Re. He basically looted a public institution to death. And when he was in Gatanga, he never promoted a motion in parliament, never sponsored a bill, never chaired a committee of parliament. Then here he is saying we need a manager. Nairobi need a leader, not a manager. I will hire managers to deal with different sectors, competent, ethical managers. And these three represent the worst of our country, where you make money in shady deals, and because of those money, that money that you've made, and because you can give handouts, you are considered a manager. A manager of corruption is not a leader.
And very xenophobic, saying no, foreigners must leave. Someone said to me, if you want us to vote for you in 2024, you must abandon this thing of foreigners. Now I'm prepared to go home. Now I'm fine. I will never take a platform and denounce Africans. I will never do it. If it means votes are going, let them go. Now I'm prepared to go home. But to take a platform and please white minority by pointing a finger at my other fellow black brothers, I'm not going to do that. When I see a Nigerian or a Zimbabwean or a Congolese or Ghanaian, I see myself. EFF can commission internal research to see to what extent is this thing hurting the EFF. But I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared to take a platform and say foreigners must go home. I would rather not be a president of South Africa. I will be a president of my children at home. We'll practice cabinet there. No, I don't want. I must go and tell these hungry Zimbabweans to leave here. And when I tell them to leave, I send them to where? To die. To die. I would rather die with them than to allow them to die alone. If this thing has cost us metros, it's fine. I mean, not metros. Now we live in the city center. We're thinking metros. We're thinking like Bo Floyd. If this thing has cost us municipalities, and people who say I must resign, I will resign. For Africans, I will resign. For black people, I will resign. I have no problem. I saw some tweet saying, no, the CIC must step down. If it's for this, I'm ready. If you are against it now on the basis that I support Africans, let it be. I don't care. What makes me at night is that white people in this country say they are prepared to work with everyone except the EFF, except Julius Malema. I sleep at night. The enemy is not happy with me. I don't want the enemy to be happy with me. And the enemy has accepted that it has got no control over me. It doesn't control me. I've not taken its money. The state can use its own institutions to try and threaten us and do all manner of things. Investigators from 2008 and what